Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the card I'm making today. It's a lovely watercoloured scene. It reminds me of a very Mediterranean type scene. So let me show you what I did. The stamp set we're going to be using is this one called Feels Like Home. Now this is a free set I got during Celebration. So during Celebration, for every £45 you spend, you can choose a free item from the Celebration catalogue, and this was one of the items I chose. So I love stamp sets like this that you can enjoy watercolouring, and this is really made for watercolouring, and I absolutely adore watercolouring. So I've got everything set up in my Stamparatus here. We're going to stamp with a permanent ink. Now you could use StazOn, which is what normally they'd advise. I can't stand the smell of StazOn, so I'm using another permanent ink. Just gonna, needs to be a permanent, waterproof ink so the colours won't run. And stamp that down. I think I'm going to go in for a second, just to really deepen the colours. Sometimes I just bang it because I don't have a lot of strength with my arms. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's shift this away and get this out so we can just clean everything up a little bit. StazOn or the permanent ink will sort of stain your stamp, but you can use, because it's a rubber stamp, you can just use some StazOn cleaner and it'll bring it right out. So that's a good thing to know. Put back my mat, and then I love the Stamparatus that you have these specific spaces to store your little magnets, so it's all safe and sound. So let's bring in our image, and maybe let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see the image here. And we're going to use our watercolour pencils. So I've got my spritzer here, and I've got my water painters, and then I've got all my watercolour pencils here. Of course you can do this in whatever colour you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, and I always take a little cloth whenever I'm watercolouring, so let me get that out. Just a little cloth like this for the watercolouring. So I'm going to start watercolouring and painting and having some real fun, and I'll put you on fast forward so you can see a little bit of it, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so everything is watercoloured in, and it should be fairly dry. And now I'm just going to cut out this little image, so I'm just going to do this freehand with my trimmer, not really being too specific about it. Let's see. I might need to go in and fix a little few spots where we haven't taken the colour right to the end, but that's not a problem. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And we're just going to fix those couple of spots here. So let me get my stuff back out again. And it doesn't really matter which one I use. And we used Cajun Craze. So the back here I used Cajun Craze, a mixture of Cajun Craze and crushed curry. And I'll go through the other colours in a minute once I always move this so it doesn't get too wet. And then we just got, this isn't the pen I was using. It's too wide for me. I like a narrow one when I'm doing such a small piece. This will do. And I tend to just take a little spritz of water on the side here. I think it just helps me you can use the water pens traditionally as they're meant to be as well. We're just going to blend that out towards the edges. What should I do with the crushed curry? Here it is. The other trick you can do as well is take your water pen to the pen and bring colour in like that, and that'll be enough for now. Okay, so we can put that away, just clean the water off, sort of. And there we have our little scene, very rustic. And the colours I used, I should maybe go through, is crushed curry, Cajun Craze, and then on the flower pots here is Cajun Craze. On the dough I used cherry cobbler and real red, daffodil delight, basic grey, and then for the green it's a mixture of old olive, garden green and granny apple green. Oh, and here down here is early espresso. Okay, so now we're going to put some Tombow on the back of here. A goodly amount, as the water can make your paper warp. And I don't think I said to you, this is shimmery white cardstock. Don't try and use basic white. Your paper will warp badly and it will peel and it's no good. You need to either use watercolour, the Fluid 100 watercolour paper, or you need to be using the shimmery white. Both of them take water really well. And then I'm just going to back this onto a piece here of Cajun Craze cardstock. Make sure it's properly stuck down before we cut it out. And again, we're just going to do this freehand with the trimmer. Just like that. That will do me. Okay, so put the trimmer away, we don't need that anymore. I'm going to get my large scissors out, and then we're going to back this again onto a piece of garden green designer series paper. Okay, and I've got it here. And just give it a little border, and just brings the green out a little bit in the image. And this time I'm just going to cut round using my large scissors, something like that. Okay, and then let's bring back our card base, which is Cajun Craze. And then here we have a piece of the designer series paper, and this is from the Harvest Meadow. I'm just going to stick this down. I'll try to make sure I've got glue in the corners, or near enough to the corners. I'm going to use this side here, the sort of Sahara Sand distressed side. I think I've got glue on my craft sheet. See if I can turn it round. I think I've got glue on the side as well. Anyway, and then we're just going to put this down in the centre. We're not going to pop it up because it has quite a bit of dimension already. And then we're just going to pop this in the centre like that. And there we have our cards. So really fun cards to make. So I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about this project, supply lists, links to my online shop, etc., it's all in the description box below. That includes a link to my Facebook group where we host a monthly online card club. So please do come and check us out. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.